Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Morning Chisme podcast. Sister, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of like exhausted from all the news we've been getting this past week.
It has been the craziest week in reality television history, I think. Like, the craziest week ever.
This took me back to like Scandival vibes.
Yes, obviously the context of the matter is different, but it's like the same amount of information. All of it has had me shook, and it feels like I feel like this week is going to be just more.
Yeah.
More things are coming out, especially because of what we've seen the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cast comment on some things. But we'll get into that at the end of the episode. We'll kind of go through some of the topics that have been happening, and then we'll talk more about what's been going on. But how are you? I feel like it's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
I know.
Even though I just saw you.
I know. You just saw me what we did in pod.
Yeah, we did in pod.
And we were expecting, I guess, more information after The Bachelorette did not air last night. So we were like, let's hold off. And then nothing happened. So I was like, okay.
People were thinking we were still going to get The Bachelorette. And I was like, guys, please.
I know. People were in denial.
Let's relax. Yeah. I think that, we'll get more into it. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It is, March and it's getting hot. The bugs are back. I have not missed them. And they're quite large.
Quite large. I'm already like getting bit and I'm itchy and I hate that.
Oh my God. Being hot and itchy.
I can't.
And sweaty. Hell no. Mm-mm. I hate being sweaty. Sweaty is like the worst thing. I would rather be freezing cold than be sweaty.
Yeah, but I'm also like excited for summer. People are like, this summer we're outside. Like, I don't know about that. But like, I'm excited for summer and like pool days and trips and stuff.
Absolutely. I think that it'll be a fun summer, but I feel like it'll be a hot one.
It's always hot.
It's always hot. And it's hot and like humid.
And wet.
It's like almost the season where I can't do my hair because my fucking head sweats.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Ugh.
In Houston, we get the worst weather. I mean, I don't know about anywhere else because obviously I don't live there, but like here it sucks.
Here it sucks. It's just swamp ass all over the place, and it's just like too much for me to handle.
I saw a meme yesterday that said, "Don't stand near me if you smell like your ass is out."
I feel like I understand that people have like their own like, routines of hygiene. Not gonna dog anyone, but like we need to put on deodorant. That should not be optional. I'm sorry. Like you have to. For the sake of our noses.
And with the like chemicals.
Yeah, like none of the natural shit.
Yeah.
Like if I can smell you, like there's a problem.
Yeah.
And like especially when you're like in like crowded places, like if you're at the club or if you're at the airport has been one of the biggest offenders in my opinion. I've been to the airport and I'm like, somebody didn't shower, you know? Or on the plane. Oh my God. The plane is a crazy place to smell.
Yeah.
It's
like a really confined space.
Yeah.
And then the air inside the plane is just recycled.
Yeah. So like
recycled crusty air.
Burps, ass,
pure funk.
Odor.
I still remember whenever I went to Scotland, it was an 8-hour flight and this man just kept farting and I was like,
God, I would have to kill him.
Please. Right next to me too.
Yeah, but like at the same time, not to like make any excuses, but like what if he was just really gassy? Like that has to be really hard.
I know, but like it's just like hard for me too.
Yeah, I understand it.
It just makes me want to vomit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of vomit, I've been that bitch that threw up on an entire plane ride. But like in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, you've told this story.
And well, I was like dry heaving into my bag and I could tell the person next to me wanted to murder me. And I understand, you know what? To that person 7 years ago, like I totally understand. 8, 9 years ago, I completely understand. And it was also man-made. It wasn't like I ate something bad or like I was sick. Like I was hungover.
Oh no.
I was massively, insanely, absolutely no other world could I ever be more hungover than this specific time.
I can't do that. No. I remember whenever I threw up on the plane, on the flight back home from Orlando. Remember when we went to Disney?
And you weren't hungover.
And I wasn't hungover. I literally ate Waffle House.
Waffle House?
And oh my God, I was puking my brains out. Like.
Yeah.
And it was not man-made. Well, I
guess you chose.
Yeah, to have Waffle House.
Yeah. But mine was like, like disappointment.
Yeah.
And also when you get the hungover sweats, oh my God. And it's like a different type of sweat.
I'm like actually scared because I'm supposed to go on a bachelorette next week.
Well, just like keep it cute.
And I'm just scared that I'm going to have that.
Being hungover is one of the things, like, so for you who listen to the pod, of course, like we talk about this all the time. Like we don't really drink anymore.
Yeah.
Like I think that I would probably drink every like occasion that's like a birthday, a celebration, something like that. But I don't really drink like before. Like there was a period of time where I was like drinking every Tuesday weekend through Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Balling out. But now I don't really drink. And one of the things that I can say like safely that like always occurred to me, but like now I'm so happy that it doesn't. I always was hungover. Like I didn't get to miss that portion of life.
And the craziest part about me is that like I'm insufferable when I'm hungover.
Oh my God, me too. I will complain till the dogs come home.
Yeah. And so like I'm scared for the bachelorette a little bit.
Well, you got to take Dramamine, take your head cap thing. Take
head
Excedrin.
condom.
Yeah, the head condom. That thing is fire because it gets really cold. And take Excedrin. Excedrin has been such a great medication for headaches.
Excedrin has caffeine, no?
I don't know.
Oh, I feel like
someone
one of them has
suggested
caffeine and it makes me want to throw up.
Well, I took it and it helped me, so.
I guess I'll talk about it in the pod the following week.
Yes.
How my trip went. But definitely pray for me.
Yeah.
Because I just like, I'm not that wild anymore.
Yeah.
Remember, I used to be wild.
I know. I've been related to you for quite some time.
And now I'm like tamed.
Yeah. And I feel like it's a good thing though. Like eventually, like I always look at Kyle Cook on Summer House and I'm like, you know, we could move on from that lifestyle. Like moving on from that lifestyle is normal.
So shocking to me that at his like 42, 43 years of age, he still wants to do that because anytime I get some free time, all I want to do is rot on the couch.
Yeah.
Like when people are like, can't wait for the weekend, my weekend is being on the couch with my blanket watching TV.
Yeah.
All weekend. Maybe doing a little bit of exercise to compensate for the fact that I'm going to be sitting on my ass for 10 plus hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my favorite thing. And I don't understand how Kyle in his 40s is just like, yeah, let me continue partying. Like that. It could never be me.
I don't know.
That's why I also understand Amanda wanting to like slow down in life.
Yeah.
Because like her and I think are the same age. Maybe she's a couple years younger. But like I get where she's at because I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's chill. Let's not do anything. Let's get our fucking money's worth when it comes to place of living. You know? Mm-hmm. It's hard.
I completely understand as well because I'm in the position of life as well where I feel... I've said as well 6 times, that I can chill all day. I love chilling. Oh my God. When it's like a good show, there's a lot of episodes and you're just there in the moment. I personally like can't.
Yeah. Or like doom scrolling. I reached like an insane amount of flow state yesterday.
Yeah.
Sending you guys stuff. Nevertheless, on Instagram, I never do that, but it was funny where I was at. And, like, I was sending you guys, like, really funny stuff. And I just, like, the I'm American non-practicing had me dying.
I know, that's so funny. And also very true. Yeah. Considering
all the fucking bullshit that's going on right now.
I just want you to know that you voted for this man. Everything that is happening is on your hands. Yes. It's on your hands, okay?
And the craziest thing is, like, how are we in this, like, partial government shutdown simply because Democrats want, you know... what is it? The cameras, the body cams for ICE agents. They don't want them to wear masks. They, you know, that's the reason why they don't.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? And now they're at airports. Which, okay, see you next Monday. You know, like. They're at airports, but they can't pay TSA agents. I'm not understanding. Have you seen the lines at Bush? Yeah. Bitch, I'm gonna have to be. I might as well fucking sleep there.
I literally said you gotta go today.
Yeah. 3.5 hours.
Especially Terminal C, because you know everything leaves out of Terminal C.
It's E. I think it's E.
Well, yours is international.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it might be like less bad because usually the most lines are usually like.
But
domestic.
I don't even think E is open.
I don't fucking know. Bush is such a complicated airport. Like, I always Uber. I never ask people to take me because I'm like, this is a maze and I don't want you to get lost. And I really hope that the Uber driver knows where he's going.
Yeah, I'm honestly to the point where, like, I'm actually, like, really concerned as to, like, what time I should get there. Mm-hmm. Because, like, my flight leaves at 9:46
a.m.
Yeah, so I should probably be
midnight.
there, like, at 5. No,
yeah,
like,
at 5.
And that's not even making it sound, like, to try to be dramatic. There's people that are standing in line for 3 hours.
That's crazy.
And they took Clear away. What the fuck am I paying for Clear then?
What about TSA PreCheck? I paid $179.
What? How did you do that?
I did it in person. One time when I was coming back from a work trip, I had like such a big period of time before I had to go on my flight that I was like, the lady was like, do you want pre-check? And I was like, there's literally like nothing to do. So let me just do it, thinking that it would help me in the future. And it did. Because like I have Clear too, but like TSA PreCheck is like everywhere. Clear is like in specific cities.
So do you think I should get TSA PreCheck before next Monday?
I don't know if you can do it like online. It's like an in-person thing.
Well, yeah, I think you can do some of it online and then go to like a location where they have it. And
but I think that that's what people are doing. I think that that's what the same thought you're having, they're probably having it too.
Oh my God.
So I feel like at this point, just like see what happens.
Oh, okay. Well, what if I miss my flight?
Well, then don't miss it.
I have to get there early.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't know if you guys know this, but like Maria's like she runs late.
Oh my God, but not
she
to the
does
airport.
Run late.
Not to the airport.
I'm sorry. We have cut it close a couple times.
When?
In the sense of like when you were supposed to arrive versus when you arrived.
But did I make it?
Yes.
Exactly.
Maria's like one of those chronically late people that I can't stand.
When was it? Were we on our way to Utah for Rao? Mm-hmm. Talk about Rao. Did you see his new song?
Yes. Rao's been like killing it.
He redeemed himself.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I was expecting a good song. It was good, obviously.
It's so good.
And you know what I saw him post on his TikTok that I was like, wait. So, remember back in the day when Bad Bunny came out with Where Have You Been or what is the song called? Wait, why did I just blank? What is it called?
Where Are You?
Where is it called? Where Are You?
Where Are You Now?
Bad Bunny. Hold on. I need to know the name before I... Where She Goes. Sorry.
Where She Goes.
So, whoa, my brain just like went to Where Have You Been by Rihanna. Anyway, so Bad Bunny came out with Where She Goes like a couple years ago, obviously. Yeah. And after that came out, like a year later, there was all this like AI versions of Bad Bunny songs. And one of them was Bad Bunny song, but like Raul Alejandro's verse. Okay. And people were like, oh no, it's just like unreleased, like a Raul Alejandro song. No, it's AI. Anyway, he posted it on his Instagram, like way back in the time, right? He posted it again on his TikTok a couple days ago. And I'm like, can you just like, I know it's AI and it's not you, but like, can you like create it? Because it's so good. Like,
Do you think he will?
Verse on it. No, probably not. But like, it's tea.
I remember that. Bad Bunny was not a fan
of
the AI.
He did not like it.
He did not like it.
I mean, I understand. Like, you're using his likeness, his voice, and like to create like AI generated content, which AI generated content's not good. So like, I understand.
I know. But Raul's new song,
yes.
So good. It's a perfect summer song.
Of course.
You know, it was made for the summer. I'm gonna be listening to this in Mexico City and Puerto Vallarta.
Period.
Next week.
As you should.
At the beach clubs.
At the beach clubs.
And the boats.
I hate though when I go to a different country that's like a Spanish speaking country and we hear Sweet Home Alabama. Turn that shit off.
Oh my God. Which one's the other one? The Caroline song?
Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here.
Stop. Like, just stop. But I don't want to listen to English music. I can't get fucking Spanish music here. I can't get it there. Where the fuck do I have to go?
Nothing ruins a night more than going out and hearing music you don't like. Like, I will literally get my ass in the Uber and go home. Like, if I can't curate the playlist at the bar, I will get annoyed. Obviously, I can't. Like, I'm not going to go up to the DJ and bother him. But, like, I feel like the vibes need to be good. And it's like every time I hear Sweet Caroline or whatever the fuck, Caroline and the other ones, and I'm like, get this shit out of my ears. Like, I can't get turned to this.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
And they're like,
it's so annoying. Like, it bothers me so much. Like,
I hate it so much.
Like, play some bops.
Like, stop. Like, stop.
Like, stop.
Just, what is the word? Like, for what? Like, for the tourists. Like, stop.
catering
to the tourists. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, like when we went to Puerto Rico and we went to like not the touristy areas with one of our friends who is from Puerto Rico, I was like, yes, the reggaeton that we needed.
Oh my
it
God.
felt lit.
That's exactly, like, it was everything that I needed and more. It's the first time that I go to a place where I'm like, every single song was a hit.
Mm-hmm. That was so fun.
It was so tea. Like, oh my God. It was so much fun. And then you just go to regular ones and it's like the music is so wow.
Or when we went to the boat and they were playing fucking American music, but like music in English, like lame music.
I don't want to hear country music.
In Mexico. No.
In Puerto Rico.
No.
I don't even want to hear country music in the United States.
Yeah.
I went to the rodeo one time.
Yeah. And we didn't even go for like country music. We went for J Balvin.
I know.
Is it Sweet Caroline?
I don't fucking know.
Which one's the other one?
What's going on with Caroline?
The only song that I will allow is like Mr. Brightside. And that's like it. That's as like as white people shit that as I'm allowing.
No. Maybe Paramore.
Okay, that's good too. But like I don't want to hear
Misery Business.
Like at the bar. Like
like I want to like this is supposed to be like emo in my room.
Yeah. Paula Maria. What was that?
My emo sign, like rock on.
I think it's this way.
What is this?
I don't know. Is it not
like
I love you?
Different...
Oh wait, no, this I don't even know. Anyways, like take a note, okay? Yeah. Don't play these songs.
I'm taking my own speaker.
That's why I'm like
I'm taking my headphones.
At one point I bought a DJ board because I was like, okay, I want to be a DJ so I can play my own music like where I go.
Yeah, what happened? What was the name?
I don't even know. Like I get a hobby and then I like give it up after like 5 days. I'm one of those people. Like I will start like 75 hobbies and like once I get over it, I'm like, I'm over it.
Yeah, which is shocking why we kept the pod on.
I know. Very impressive of us. This is like almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Like
in April.
I know. Oh my God. Go us. But I do have the DJ board. I will say, I used to think it was just buttons that they would push. Yeah. It's actually hard.
Oh.
I was like, you guys are like actually doing something. It wasn't like easy vibes.
I'm more of like an easy hobby person. Like read. And that's it.
Yeah.
Unless I didn't know how to read, then it would be hard.
Obviously, Mara. But let's get into the topics. Okay, Raul Alejandro's new song, a fire ass bop, but we would never expect anything less from the man. Additionally to that, this morning, Fate announced that he's going on tour.
Again. He is not tired. I do think he's heartbroken though.
I'm sure he is.
It kind of made me sad that like their breakup was so like,
They pushed it under the media. That is very smart to do though, because the same day that all of this came out, it was like the Brooklyn Beckham of it all and their parents and his parents. And then it was like the Amanda and Kyle of it all. And then Karol G and Fade snuck that in underneath everything else. Because like that's a really smart way to go about it if you're broken up. Like wait till one of the biggest media days. I wouldn't say ever, but like definitely in the past couple months and just sneak it in so that people don't worry about it.
Little side note, talking about Brooklyn and Nicola, they're apparently coming out with like
a documentary
about themselves and the family drama.
Yeah.
If that is really true, I will be tuned the fuck in. Like I need to know. And then I need Victoria to make her own documentary.
Like a response.
Yeah. I need that.
Yeah.
Is that really happening or is it just like speculation?
Just a rumor right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Also, like it was like Mother's Day in the UK a couple days ago, and he only wished like Nicola Peltz's mom happy Mother's Day, not his own mom.
I would be distraught if I was the mother.
But it makes you question. I feel like kids don't just become estranged from their parents. Like no one chooses not to have a family.
I know. But people are also saying that Nicola did the same thing with Anwar Hadid. So they're like, is this a pattern?
True. I mean, we really don't know. So
yeah, we don't know.
I really wonder if that's true though. And if it is true, we'll definitely keep you guys updated because we will be sat for that. Something that happened, and I really wonder what your take is on this because I feel like a lot of people have different mixed of opinions and a lot of people are starting not to like her. A lot of people haven't liked her. The chaperone of it all. Okay.
Right.
So Chaperone has had, I would say like quite an extensive history of like not enjoying being in the public eye. Right. Yeah. Something that comes with being famous, but I understand to a certain degree where she is coming from, in the sense that like I can imagine, obviously I'm not famous, so like I can't really like imagine, but like I can sympathize with being annoyed when people fucking bother you all fucking day when you go places. But then she like seems so like rude about it. Like it's like, you know what I mean? So I want to know this recent situation. So a famous soccer player from Brazil posted on his Instagram story that his wife and his stepdaughter, Jude Law's daughter,
that was so confusing.
I know,
for me, because I was like, what is I think his name is
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be Georgino. I feel like Jorgino or something like that.
I don't know.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay. Him and Jude Law were just like in such different like.
So he called the 11-year-old girl his daughter, but it's his stepdaughter.
Yeah, but I mean that's right. That's rightfully so, right? Like regardless, he is married to her mom. So like, but that's why I was confused.
Yeah, because you were thinking it was two different girls.
Yeah,
but it's the same girl.
Yeah,
Jude Law's daughter, Catherine Harding's new husband. He called her his daughter.
Yeah.
So he posted on his story this whole thing, right, about how his wife and his daughter, Jude Law's daughter, his stepdaughter, were at this hotel, and that apparently she saw Chaperone. She's a huge fan of hers, and that she like walked by her to like get a glimpse of her, and then the security guard, according to the post, was like, Chaperone's security guard came over and like scolded the little girl, and she was like really sad about it, right? And that apparently like Chapel sent the security guard. That's how kind of how he implied it. So people were like, what the fuck? Like this is another instance of Chaperone just being like super rude to her fans. Chaperone then goes on her Instagram and shares that like she didn't even know that was happening. There wasn't her security guard. And then Catherine Harding, the mom of the 11-year-old girl, went on her social media and was like, this security guard wasn't a hotel security guard. This was Chaperone's, like maybe not her direct security guard, but he was with Chaperone. Yeah. Essentially saying that like Chapel was lying.
Yeah.
And so now everyone's having their own opinions and thoughts, and I want to know your thoughts.
I think that being famous comes with its you're famous, right? And so it comes with the territory that you're gonna have to deal with paparazzis, fans, and all those things. And I understand why she doesn't like paparazzi, because they are very overwhelming. However, where would you be without your fans?
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not saying that she owes this little girl a picture, a conversation, nothing. But if she just wanted to and I know exactly what the little girl was probably doing. She was probably just walking by, seeing her and gotten all excited. She said that there was no phone. Mm-hmm. She didn't have anything. It's probably all it was. And I just feel like sometimes, I understand Chaperone to an extent, but I also have seen the other things that she has done. So it doesn't seem out of the realm of possibilities of things that she would do. However, to me, it's like, if you don't like this, then maybe you don't need to be famous. If you don't like your fans, if you did do this, mm-hmm. if this was you, and you don't essentially like your fans, then maybe fame isn't for you. And I'm not even saying that as a dig. I just feel like the poor little girl was just walking by. And something that Catherine Harding very much emphasized in her video is that the little girl is used to being around famous people. So this wouldn't be something that was she was freaking the fuck out over. Yeah. She was just excited that Chaperone was at a distance from her. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because the Catherine Harding is famous herself. Jude Law, obviously very famous. And the soccer player, her stepfather is also very, very, very famous in Brazil. So it's the little girl is around a lot of famous people. And then I would say I understand where she's coming from, but Catherine Harding was liking a lot of petty comments in her comment section about Chaperone. Well, it's her daughter. I would do the same thing. Yeah. If it's my daughter. I get it. Absolutely. I'm not just a regular person. Yeah. My daughter's not a regular person. Yeah. She's the daughter of she's Hollywood star. Yeah. And stepdaughter of a famous soccer player. And you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? My daughter is not a regular person. Absolutely. You're not gonna fucking come for my daughter, bitch. A grown-ass man scolding an 11-year-old, fuck that. Yeah, that's true. Can you imagine? I just have secondhand anger for her. Can you imagine being in her shoes? Yeah. And I think also because it's so
I would say in the line of what Chappell would do, a lot of people just like believed it offhand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not hard to believe it because of everything we have seen.
Right.
However, I do want to point out that Chaperone, yes, does not want paparazzi around her, does not want to be bothered. This isn't an uncommon thing for people to want. Justin Bieber has gone off on paparazzi for many, many years, and people always applaud him. So for people to come for Chappell so hard, I feel like it's a little hypocritical, and it's giving like misogyny. I know that's like
you think so?
I think that like maybe I'm like shooting at the shit right now, but like I do think it comes off a little bit misogynistic because like I feel like so often men can do something and women can't. And like,
but is she nice to her fans?
I will say she apparently like has said and done some things that were not so kind to her fans. So I do understand that perspective.
I think that it comes down to how she treats the fans, because I think a lot of people do understand her not liking the paparazzi. And people
I get that.
By her when she, you know, was doing the red carpet, and
people did not stand by her.
They didn't?
No.
I feel like people, maybe I was on the side of TikTok that did.
Yeah, so.
But then also, like, why do the red carpet?
Yeah, it's just, it is very, like, I think that there's like a layered view to it.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. I do think that there is a point where she has to decide, like, do I want this life? Because it does come with some
and that's what I was
collateral.
trying to get at. Like, if this is something that bothers me so much, I just don't think that I would continue this life.
But like, can you turn it off? Like, can she choose to turn it off?
Absolutely. Yes, she can.
That means
just
she
never
can't
make music again.
But she wouldn't disappear into the abyss
in a couple years. I feel like not be forgotten, but like if she just disappeared off the public eye, then maybe people would be like, okay, like she doesn't want to be.
Yeah, but I don't think that Chaperone can say tomorrow, like, I want to no longer continue music, and she be left alone. That could not happen. And I feel like people also don't realize that Chaperone is not a small artist. Chaperone is a huge artist. She's a Grammy winning artist.
And I will say this though, people are dragging her in comment sections.
Oh my god, absolutely.
People are like, she should have stayed in the basement. I don't know what that means.
The Kia Asylum.
What does that mean?
Is that what you're referring to?
I don't know. People were like, she should have stayed in the basement where she started or something.
The Kia Asylum.
She started in a basement?
No. Oh my god. She's so old. So the Kia Asylum is this like reference where like the pop girlies like are before they like go into like stardom, like they're like in the Kia Asylum where they can't, like Bibi Rexha, she's like in the Kia Asylum, or like Ava Max, she's in the Kia Asylum, Rita Ora, they're all in the Kia Asylum, like they never made it out of there.
I don't even know what
like
the fuck that means.
Kind of like they're forgotten.
Oh no, this said like a basement. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know.
What happened to Bibi Rexha?
I don't know.
I loved her.
I think she's coming out with new music.
I also love Ava
Max. Yeah.
Oh, she's sweet, but she's psych. I love that song.
You know who I'm like fucking with so hard? Zara Larsson.
Zara Larsson is tea. I learned the dance, and when she dances the I'm looking for the hose.
Oh my god, her body, amazing, amazing.
And she just seems like such like a. Honestly, she probably also like stands for everything that I stand for. So like I fuck with artists that we just like align.
And she's like been in the game for such a long time. Yeah. Like I remember listening to her song when I was in college. Okay, I'm old as fuck now. I'm like 33 almost.
Yeah, but I learned the dance.
Oh my god, show us.
No,
is it the? Yeah, it's kind of tea.
I love it.
But let's move on. Okay, so we need to get into the reality TV of it all. Okay, we'll start with a couple of shows and then we'll get into the real mess of this week. Vanderpump Villa. We're getting a new season in April. I believe it's April 16th. And it'll be the third season of the show. And I'm excited. What do you think?
I'm excited. I feel like Vanderpump Villa is very much of like a show that you just watch for the funsies.
Yeah.
There's tea. Not super tea, but like it's good.
And I do think that because this season is going to be somewhat tied to Secret Lives of Women Wives, we might get like a different view of what's going on from the show. But it does beg you to question, should the dad talk video be pulled from Vanderpump Villa?
The episode.
Yes, the episode.
I think if they pulled The Bachelorette, I think that they should pull the dad talk.
Yeah, I don't think they will, considering
there's been too much loss apparently.
Yeah, I mean, insanely.
I would not consider this a loss. Dad talk can quite literally go.
I know, but I think like money loss wise.
Yeah.
You know, because they would have to like re-edit the videos. They would have to figure out how to like take them out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure, let's be real, Vanderpump Villa is banking on the drama from that episode to kind of carry like a part of the show.
They brought Marciano's ass back.
I know, they fired him and said,
Is his ex-girlfriend there too?
Yeah, Hannah.
Period. I love Hannah.
I mean, Marciano and Hannah were fired from Vanderpump Villa season 2, and I knew they were going to come back. Please, they're the drama.
They are the drama.
Everybody else, I feel like, was kind of interchangeable. Everybody else can go,
except for
come
Hagen.
back, except for Hagen. So I'm excited to see what takes place this season. I am excited to see Stassi and Lisa Vanderpump. But yeah, we're going to get the full season, April 16th. All 10 episodes, which I like that Hulu does that. Like, you don't have to wait for every single week to get new episodes. So we'll see what kind of that looks like. And speaking of Marciano, Jesse is getting a divorce, right?
And Jordan filed,
which we'll get more into that in just a bit. But I wonder, like, what that looks like with him and Jesse now.
Well, they started following each other on Instagram.
I know, which is kind of crazy.
Do you think that maybe they never stop talking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to date.
Oh my God. If they unpause, like, filming, first season, Marciano and Jesse on a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, absolutely. Like, they have to pivot somewhere.
Yeah.
So I think that's where they're going to pivot. But before we get into the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives drama, I don't think I added this to your list, but let's talk about Southern Hospitality and Summer House.
Yes.
Because I completely forgot to add those to the list. First, let's talk about Summer House. Okay, so we got this past episode of Summer House, and, we're starting to see a lot of details on why Amanda and Kyle decided to no longer be together.
Yeah.
And it's very, very, very clear to anyone with eyes that they're very disconnected in their marriage.
They're just their paths no longer align.
Yeah. Like, she's like, he's telling her that he got a new DJ manager, I guess.
Yeah.
And that he might get like better gigs with better pay. And she's like, I didn't marry a DJ.
Yeah, like, how much longer do we have to do this?
Yeah.
I like literally don't know what I would do.
I think it's really frustrating.
I think it would be one thing if you started dating a DJ when they first took off, like, their career first took off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like I have a friend who's married to a DJ, so, like, she understands all of this because they started dating when he, started all of this, and now he's, like, on to doing, like, bigger and better things as a DJ in his career, right? That's one thing. Because she knew that was, like, his life and, like, what he wanted to do. Kyle essentially just picked up this hobby and just expected Amanda to be okay with it. No conversation, no questions asked. And it's like, if you really think about it, like, he picked up this hobby out of, like, spite.
Yeah. And I don't even think the issue is the DJing itself. I don't think Amanda has an issue with the fact that Kyle is a DJ. It does give her the ick, which I understand. But I think it is the fact that it comes with a party lifestyle that's never going to end. If he was one of those people that went to do his set, didn't go out afterwards, didn't get plastered, and came home, she probably wouldn't give a fuck. But it's the fact that he doesn't know how to act at your big ass age of 44.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like Amanda's probably in a headspace of where she just wants a more relaxed life. Like, she is in her mid 30s, right? She's like, so, like, I understand where she's at.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't shock me at all that Amanda does not want to be married to a DJ who doesn't know how to act.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people are like, oh, she's just a hater because he has a hobby. No. Kyle goes to these DJ sets, and I can imagine, I don't even have to, like, really guess, he gets drunk as fuck, and then he stays out till, like, 5, 6 in the morning, and then comes home.
In your 40s, that's just, like,
crazy,
so wild to me.
Insane.
Like, I don't think I could ever be okay with that.
I would be like, why? Like, for what? And I do understand the aspect of, like, Kyle is struggling with Loverboy and the finances of it all, but, like, let go of Loverboy.
Yeah.
Let go of Loverboy. Like, let's be real now. As a Bravo watcher and somebody who's watched Summer House since day one, I have drank Loverboy. Kyle, I'm so sorry. It tastes like shit. Not only does it taste like shit, it is expensive as fuck. It is like $7 or $8 a can for the box. It's like a 6-pack is like $40. And I'm like,
what?
Kyle? Like, compared to, like, okay, I could be exaggerating on the price, but, like, that's how I remember it from when I bought it. I bought it during COVID because I was bored and I was like, I'm gonna try it. I was like, ew. It just doesn't compare. Like, it cannot compete where it doesn't compare. And it doesn't compare to, Truly's or what is the other one?
Topo Chicos.
Yeah, like, or whatever the other ones are. Like, it just doesn't compare.
Yeah.
Like, the only people who drink Loverboy are the people on the show. Sorry.
That's crazy.
Or when he goes to DJ and, like, sells it there. Like, Like, there's no one that I could meet in the wild and be like, do you drink Loverboy? And they'd be like, yeah, absolutely.
It's my fave.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang. Yeah, you can see the cracks. And, you know, I felt like this episode was very, like, filler episode. Yeah. Definitely getting ready for tomorrow's episode.
Yeah.
But I will say this. KJ, Mia, and Bailey. Actually, like, the new additions are great, but KJ and Mia are my favorite newbies. Mm-hmm. I need to see them on my screen forever. Like, I wish they could stay on the show forever. Mm-hmm. They're such a great addition. And the episode ended with Sierra, mm-hmm. talking about essentially, like, everything that happened with Wes and the breakup, and how being a black woman in the show, the first black woman in this show, mm-hmm. right? And it was just nice to see that now Sierra has people there for her, mm-hmm. that can understand what she's going through. Because she even said it in the conversation, like, you guys wouldn't be able to understand what I'm saying and what I'm feeling and how all of this
affects her.
So it's really, really nice to see that KJ is there for Sierra and Mia as well. I think Mia is a great friend to Sierra, and KJ is like a really good platonic friendship for Sierra. And I feel like she needs that, because I feel like she thought she had that with Jesse, and they don't. At least not from Jesse's side.
I think that majority of the men that come through the show, from a perspective of like wanting to stay on the show, or maybe seeing her as a potential like hookup, they always look at Sierra and see this like insanely beautiful person that they want to fuck. Yeah. Like, they don't see this girl who's like smart and kind and has like all these great qualities. They're like, she's just really hot and she happens to be a regular on the show. Yeah. Like, this is the person that I want to create a storyline with or fuck so that I can stay on it. Yeah. And although I do think that Wes and Sierra had something that was very real, I think for both of them, I don't think Wes realized the backlash and the racism that still very much occurs with the black cast members on any reality TV show. Yeah. Like, KJ made very valid points. He can't just go on Summer House and act whatever way he wants to. He has to think of how the audience is going to perceive him, because we still live, especially in today's day and age, in Trump's America, racism is running rampant. KJ could never act like Kyle. Ever. They could never. No. Because if the audience would just destroy him. Yeah. And it's not fair. And I like that Kyle even took to his, and at the dinner table and his Instagram, to share some sentiments about it, because like, as somebody who started on the show, who has a very heavy hand on how the show goes, like, him sharing that is like, I think is good. Like, we need to be able to see that on the show. Yeah. And I feel like Summer House so often like very much brings up these issues that need to be talked about on reality TV.
I'm surprised it's only Summer House. Do you think it's because it's like the New York area and it's a little bit more...
I think like, collectively everybody on the cast is liberal.
Liberal,
I can confirm for most, just based on how they, post on their social media. Yeah. But like Southern Charm, they would never. They would fucking never, which is disappointing. And also sad, because majority of them are liberal. They just have a very conservative fan base. People are like, oh, no, they're not. Yes, they are. Yeah. Like, when all of the things were happening with ICE, like starting out with ICE, I follow all of them. And I can see what they post. Like, it's very clear where a lot of them stand. But it's like, does the show want to have that on it? Like, And a lot of probably know that their fan base lies in like conservative women.
Yeah, and that takes us to our next topic. Yeah. Southern hospitality.
Yes.
And it's a little bit... this week's episode was a little bit about racism as well, I guess, like you could say. Yeah, well, absolutely from Emmy's side. So Brad invites everybody to
his anniversary,
like little like weekend trip, whatever, and they all go. Emmy goes, and he brings up to her in front of everyone, which she wanted to have a private conversation, but I'm really glad that Brad brought it up in front of everybody, because I feel like when it comes to Emmy, you have to bring it up in front of everybody.
She will gaslight you with her tears.
Yes.
And I think that for Brad, it's almost a sense, and I hate that I have to even say this, like a sense of protection for him.
Safety.
Because she's going to make him look like the aggressor, when in reality, Mia was right. She was like, Bradley Carter, the aggressor here? Like, everybody has known him for all these years, and Emmy is bringing this like perspective and narrative that Brad is this like insanely aggressive person
that made her feel unsafe.
Yes, especially saying that in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Like, come on. People are going to see that, or her saying that to people in private.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to spread and it's going to make him look a certain way. You're creating a very dangerous scenario for a black man in your cast.
Yeah.
And Emmy 100% gives Karen energy. Like, this doesn't surprise me at all.
At all. And even the things that she said about TJ.
Yes. Like, she painted him out to be a predator. And the thing is, on the podcast, I can understand that maybe Nick Viall baited her. Sure. But then in her confessional, she doubled down and she brought up the fact that Michael's is like 24 or something and that TJ's 34 and that it was like a grandpa making out with someone who was really young. She's still bringing up these very predatory like accusations towards TJ. I don't think she thinks anything through.
She doesn't think anything. No, actually, I think she knows exactly what the fuck she's doing, because in the episode, she then like talks to her sister and is basically like, I didn't give a fuck. Like, I did it just to like
appease.
She's a fake bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's wild. Honestly, I think Emmy is insanely wild. And, you know, she's in that conversation. Everybody's kind of like calling her out for what she said about Brad and what she said about other people about Brad. The situation is that they were at the reunion. Obviously, they finished whatever. Will decided not to film because he's a pussy. Let's be fucking honest.
Yeah.
And then Brad overheard Emmy, you know, having a conversation on the phone. He calls her out. Rightfully so, because she's obviously talking shit.
Yeah.
And she felt like she was being, you know, ganged up on, and he was being all aggressive. And it's like, Emmy, no, you're just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Like, there's no more to it. And I feel like she, like, fucking melts down every time she gets called out because she doesn't like to deal with accountability.
Yeah.
And it's exactly like her man.
Yeah.
And he's dog walking her. Let's be real. Anyway. At the end of the episode, we see that Molly invites all of the girls and the gays to have like a little slumber night. Mm-hmm. And Grace Lilly is not happy with Maddie. She's like, everyone says that you're a good friend to me, but that I'm a bad friend to you. And I don't fuck with that. And one of the examples, I guess, that she was giving was the fact that it was a pajama night and that Maddie didn't tell her like that it was a pajama night. Even though I do think that Molly should have told Grace Lilly, I feel like there's way deeper shit.
Yes, I think there's deeper things going on between Grace Lilly and Maddie, and that this is just like the cherry on top.
No, it's like what overflowed the cup.
Yeah.
And that's why she's so pissed. And I do think that Maddie, like, I understand that she probably is a good friend to Grace Lilly, but there is things that I'm like, Maddie, I feel like I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like she does have people in her ear and she's easily manipulated.
Yeah.
Don't love that for her. But I'm very curious to see what happens next episode, because we saw a preview of Mia yelling at someone. Yeah. I don't know who she's yelling at, but I think it's Grace Lilly.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think Mia likes Grace Lilly. I don't think. I could be wrong.
Dang. I guess we'll have to see.
So now we have to get to the big portion of the episode, okay?
Deep breath. Deep breath. Let's...
What a week it has been. It has been a week. It's probably the craziest, most insane reality TV week of the entire history of reality TV, I think. This is probably one of the craziest things I've seen come out in a span of hours, days, whatever. So, first and foremost, we were going into the week. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 4 has been out for a couple of days, and a lot of people are having mixed reactions. A lot of people are saying that, you know, they're seeing it a little bit differently this season. Some people are saying that Taylor and Dakota's toxic cycle needs to be off the show because it's incredibly unhealthy. I feel like we've all seen that.
Yeah, and in the last couple of episodes, you know, the entire season, but definitely the last couple of episodes, you see how this toxic cycle is just no longer good for Taylor and Dakota. It hasn't been good back then. It's not good now. And it's just being portrayed, right? Even worse than before. I don't know. I feel like, I think it's because we really thought that once Taylor knew that she was going to go to The Bachelorette, that she was going to cut this man out forever. And that was not the case.
And I think that the season really portrayed like her journey going to The Bachelorette and how she probably didn't want to go, and how she was still so attached to this man, and how
very
she probably
attached to Dakota.
Shouldn't have gone to The Bachelor. I think that we definitely think that she shouldn't have gone. That she probably should have been cast as The Bachelorette. I think it was all the things that we were hoping and rooting for her.
Right.
Were coming out that, you know, she probably shouldn't have done it.
And for me, I don't think that Taylor should have gone to The Bachelorette. And I think that she should have also been the one to say no. She should have said, like, hey, this is not a good idea for me. I need to heal. Because we see so much this season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives of her just not being ready. Like, Taylor Frankie Paul needed to be alone. She needed to work on herself. She needed to just focus on herself. And none of that had happened, and then bam, they're gonna go film The Bachelorette. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Exactly. And we also saw, and this is also all of our thoughts before the new information that has came out. I had even thought about it, like, you know, they slept together the night before she left to go to The Bachelorette. According to Dakota, they slept together throughout, like, the months that they were together. You know, like, she's getting upset about who he's sleeping with at Vanderpump Villa. Like, there's obviously a lot of toxicness still very active in their cycle. So I just think that for even, let's say you think it's the most entertaining thing in the whole world, sure. But like, she's in a space where she's obviously crumbling. She did not need to go.
Yeah.
Like, the first moment for you to realize that she shouldn't have gone was when you cast her. The second time was when she was sitting on the floor calling him about who he fucked. That's when production should have known.
Yeah.
They do not need to get this woman on the show. Like, she's gonna have all these men there. Not that I think the men are there for the right reasons. They're obviously not. But like, she's gonna have cameras around.
Right.
She's not ready. Like, she's not ready. Even if it was just like a low key, like, non-attached moment.
She would not even be ready, even if she was ready.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, Taylor was not ready.
No,
and
absolutely
I think they, in a sense, did her a disservice by casting her for The Bachelorette.
Yes.
And essentially the audience, too.
Exactly. And I think also there was the aspect of it all where it came to her being charged with domestic violence in 2023. People are saying ABC was well aware. This is all public information. It is on the first episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. ABC fully knew who they were casting.
Right.
So for them to go back now, it's kind of wild. Like, all this information was readily available to you.
Yeah. So last week, it came out that...
So last week, Harry Jowsey. Actually, this all starts out with fucking Harry Jowsey.
Which is crazy.
So Dumois had posted on their Instagram that there was fainting hearings of people saying that Secret Lives of Mormon Wives was going to get paused. People were saying it was Selling Sunset, all these different shows. Like, they didn't say like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. They said this buzzy reality TV show about women. So people thought it was Selling Sunset, right? Then Harry Jowsey posted on his TikTok that the women had paused filming for season 5, and he thought that it was like public information.
Yeah, like common knowledge.
Yeah, because somebody told him like, you should host a reunion, Harry, and he was like, no, like, I would pick sides, and I also would like be horrible at it because I would be really nervous, but I also don't think there's going to be a reunion because I thought it was public knowledge that they paused filming. So it all really started with Harry sharing that information. Then it came out. So I believe it was Tuesday. So like roughly like a week ago. Was it Tuesday? No, it was Thursday. Sorry. Thursday. The day begins and we see TMZ share this video.
Well, before that, there had been a lot of speculations about, is The Bachelorette going to get canceled because of everything going on with Dakota and Taylor? That there was an incident at the end of February and
something happened between the two. Yes. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot that.
And that, you know, they saw Dakota at the courthouse trying to get...
So that was after. So let's go back to the timeline because I think I got confused. So things are happening. Harry says that the girls are on pause. Whatever. So Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 5 has paused filming. They were filming. Then came out the allegations. Right. So apparently and allegedly, not apparently and allegedly, there is a confirmed ongoing domestic violence situation. So,
but at the time,
yes,
we didn't know.
So end of February, there was some sort of altercation between Dakota and Taylor where they're now sharing like conflicting stories and alleging each other of abuse.
Right.
A Draper City Police spokesperson came out with a statement to People magazine and said that there is in fact an investigation going on and that they've both alleged different stories, right?
And that they both had to get like a psych evaluation.
Correct. So then came out, you know, that apparently Dakota had reached out to child services about Taylor. All this stuff started coming out. Taylor was doing press for The Bachelorette. She was getting asked about it.
She goes to the Oscars. She gets questioned by like Good Morning America, Mrs. Jimmy Fallon, like
all this stuff. So then Thursday rolls around, right? There's all these allegations, the pausing of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. People are wondering why did it get paused? Apparently, at the time, the allegation was that like the girls did not want to film during the ongoing investigation, which later was confirmed to be true. And then TMZ leaked the video. And it is what led to Taylor's arrest in 2023. And it is a video taken by Dakota, and it's very graphic and very violent.
Right.
And we see Taylor very intoxicated. She's attacking Dakota. She's throwing metal chairs. And of course, like, I don't think you can see everything, but we can clearly hear that her daughter was in the room, that she was apparently struck by the metal stool accidentally when she was throwing it to Dakota. This all comes out, right? And it takes the internet by a storm. People are giving their thoughts and opinions. It was actually honestly, the video is very like wild. And
it's a very sad video.
Absolutely. And, you know, we had heard about what had happened in 2023. I think it's a very different view of seeing what happened.
Right.
Because in the first episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, they share the phone call from the neighbor on what they heard about what happened between Dakota and Taylor. Like, they're sharing that there's a woman screaming, aka Taylor, that apparently Dakota locked Taylor in the garage. Taylor alleged that he was, you know, pushing her and shoving her, like all this stuff, right?
Right.
And so when the video came out, it is obviously a portion of what occurred that night, and it's crazy. Yeah. And you know, when this came out, I was like, no, ABC's going to pull The Bachelorette. They're not going to let this air. Like, I knew immediately. I was like, there's no way.
Before the video came out, I thought that maybe The Bachelorette would still air. But the minute the video came out, I knew that The Bachelorette was not going to air.
Yeah. And I will say, obviously, this is completely beside the point. But TMZ airing this video, like, I understand having inside information and wanting to be the first. But like, fuck, like, you did not have to share it. Like, you did not have to share it. There's a minor in that video.
Yeah.
And there are so many people out there saying that TMZ obtained this video through the courts. That is incorrect.
They said it themselves that an individual sent them this video.
Mm-hmm. They did. And also in the article where people were saying they confirmed it was through the courts, they said that this video was a copy of the evidence of this case. They never said it was the video that was obtained through the courts.
Right.
Like, this video was 100% leaked by somebody who has it. Not saying it was Dakota, but it's clearly pointing at him since he took it. And also somebody that could have been close to Dakota.
Right.
Like, come on now. And there had also been so many different things that were already happening that, you know, sources close to Dakota, friends of Dakota, like, it's not very hard to believe that he leaked it.
Right.
But it's very insane that people are saying that the courts would give them a video of a minor that Taylor Frankie Paul's ex-husband, had not seen. He watched the video at the same time that we did.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Right.
So, you know, The Bachelorette gets canceled and everybody's like up in arms saying that it's unfair because of, like, we can have a president who's a horrible fucking person, but Taylor Frankie Paul can't get her season of The Bachelorette.
I will say this. We are very quick to hold women accountable, and we don't reciprocate that energy to men.
No, it's very true.
What she did was wrong, but we need to reciprocate that energy to men. How is it that Chris Brown has a platform? How is it that he is selling out tours?
Yeah.
How is it that we have President Donald Trump as president?
Yeah.
How is it that some people are still part of the NFL? Come on.
Yeah, I think that I agree. The reason why I felt that the show should have been canceled, because I agreed on the show being canceled, but not for the perspective that people think. People were like, oh, it should be canceled because she's a horrible person. I thought it should be canceled because they're going to put Dakota and Taylor, regardless if you like either of them or think they're wrong, through fucking hell in the media for the next 10 weeks. And there's children involved.
Yeah,
I think
it's for the children.
Yeah, like, that's why I think it should have gotten pulled, because that means that Taylor and Dakota, because let's be real, Taylor was going to talk about Dakota probably during the season.
Yeah.
It was going to forever tie them throughout the entire season.
Right.
And it gets to a point where ABC has to like look at like, they're going to hound her for the entirety of the fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of if you think she's the sole abuser, there's a mutual abuse here, or Dakota's the abuser, like, putting them through media hell for 10 to 13 weeks by airing this would be really intense for them.
Yeah.
You know, especially because there is an ongoing investigation. And on top of that, after this video came out, Dakota was seen at the courthouse filing a protective order and temporary custody of Ever, which he was granted. You know? And I think the situation is very, very, very sad. You can condemn Taylor Frankie Paul's actions in that video 100%, but also understand that Dakota is a narcissist, emotionally abusive person who we have seen time and time again on the show.
And that's the thing that I think frustrates me the most watching all of this, is that it's like two things can be true at once. She was in the wrong. She was completely in the wrong for acting the way that she did in that video. But he is not the victim here. Why are we saying that he is the victim? Why are we defending this man when we have seen him do wrong over and over and over and over and over again? I think that's the frustrating part to some people. It's like, yeah, she's in the wrong. Absolutely. Hold her accountable. But he's
I don't think people understand nuance. No. I don't think people understand that this isn't like a black and white situation.
Right. There's a lot of gray here.
There's a lot of layered. It's a very layered situation. I think that people are now saying like, well, Dakota was never the problem then.
Yeah. And that's not true. They were both in a very toxic cycle. Mm-hmm. Very toxic cycle. And they were both in the wrong. Because if you're going to start saying, oh, like, he was the victim the entire time, he didn't do anything wrong. Okay, after that video, after that incident that happened between him and Taylor, which, once again, I'm going to repeat this, she's very wrong for the things that she did. Why did he continue to be with Taylor? He should have left her alone.
Yeah.
They should have left each other alone. They were both in this toxic cycle. They are both at fault here. Maybe Taylor is at fault for the things that she did physically, but you're not going to tell me that he has not emotionally and mentally abused her.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
And I think that people also forget that in the earlier episodes of the show, literally Macy is they're buying stuff for Taylor's baby shower. I literally watched this yesterday because I was like, let me watch the show in a different lens because of everything that's happening. Where Macy tells Taylor, I am scared for you. I am scared for you. Do you think she's telling her that she's scared for her because Dakota is this lovely man? You know what I mean?
I think that Dakota knew that Taylor would get him to fame and he used her.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what Jenna said. Yeah. Jenna was one of the girls that Dakota was like cheating on Taylor with. And she told Taylor like he was using her for clout. Which 100%. Yeah. Like 100%. So I think that people, like, I understand people being like Team Taylor, Team Dakota. Do whatever you want. Have your own opinions. But there's no teams here. There's children involved, and that is
the only team that you need to be on is the team that protects those kids.
Yes, and I do want to add. So Tate Paul, we do not know if he has a protective order against Taylor. That has not, from what I've seen, been fully confirmed.
Right,
but he went on his TikTok official account and he shared or he reposted a video of a clip of Taylor downplaying the arrest. So I'm assuming he's also seeing this video from what was shared to TMZ, that he is seeing this video for the very first time. So he saw it for the very first time like the rest of the world, which is insane. The fact that he was not able to get his hands on a video that involves his daughter is really wild. I understand the protection of children in any scenario that involves anything criminal or domestic violence, but like crazy. I would be fucking livid. Not only because TMZ leaked it, but also because of what occurred.
If you're gonna leak it, have the decency to ask the other parent.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Have the decency. But TMZ doesn't give a fuck.
They don't.
I mean, they posted Kobe when he died. And Vanessa, that's how Vanessa found out. So I just have no respect for them. Anytime they reach out to me on TikTok to work with me, I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah.
You guys are terrible.
I always tell people, TMZ is slimy, unethical, morally corrupt, but rarely wrong. Yeah. That's how you should see it.
Yeah.
They're very, very morally wrong because they've done things, they've said things, they speed is their goal.
It's just like, let's get it like as out as quickly as possible without really thinking about how it could harm other people. I just don't think that I could be part of something like that.
Yeah, that's why they reached out to me too. I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I understand reporting and I understand it. Like, it's a tabloid. Their goal is to like get things out first, but not even a trigger warning.
Yeah.
Not even a trigger warning was crazy to me.
The video started just playing.
Literally, when I went on Instagram, I was like, what is this? I didn't even know it was Taylor and Dakota because I didn't even read the words.
It was just a fight.
I think it had like the words in it, but like I didn't even look at that part. It just started and I was like.
Because the thing is with Instagram and same thing with TikTok now, like even if it plays a little bit and it's like 2 seconds of warning, then those 2 seconds have already passed, even when you go up.
Yeah, like the video starts when you're scrolling, not when it. Insane. But we're definitely going to see more of this, because there is, like you mentioned, there is a situation that occurred at the end of February that led the women of Mom Talk to go to the execs for Hulu. So whatever happened at the end of February this year, so like a month ago, led the women of Mom Talk, or it says the cast of Secret Life, so I don't know if that involves the men as well, but they had a conversation with execs, pretty much sharing that they don't feel comfortable filming with Taylor.
And the only ones that have made a statement so far have been Miranda and Layla.
Yes. And of course, a lot of people have their opinions about Mom Talk not supporting Taylor publicly and saying, sharing that statement that they condemn violence and that they should have known all of this back in the day because it was obviously public information. But Miranda and Layla both shared in a comment section because somebody had a theory that it was Miranda who leaked it, which
that's crazy.
Is crazy. I think that's insane. Miranda commented she saw the video till when we saw it. They did not know what was in this video. They had never seen it. They saw it with the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense. These statements make more sense now than they did at the time, because I was like, but I thought you knew all of this.
Yeah, I thought you knew about the 2023 incident. But I guess like she didn't show them video. Obviously, didn't show them the video. And really, the ladies are seeing everything unfold, I guess, like the rest of the world in a sense. Maybe, obviously, they know things. And apparently, so much more has happened, according to another comment section.
Yeah. So, apparently, on top of that, people have been messaging the cast of Secret Lives, okay? And I understand. Would I ever message any of them? Absolutely the fuck not. But people have, and they've shared their, like responses, and some people are responding. So apparently Jace shared with a commenter that had left or somebody had reached out via DMs, practically scolded Jace on Mom Talk not supporting Taylor during this time. And he flat out said, like, it has to do with child abuse. And I mean, people are rightfully calling him out, I believe, not because of he's condemning child abuse, but like he was 21 when him and Michaela had a child and she was 16. So it's like almost like, okay, but like you're judging these actions, but you're not calling yourself out.
Yeah.
So like I do understand that. I think he was the wrong person to give context, but I can imagine it being really frustrating with the world. Like,
oh, I'm sure everybody right now in the cast is probably getting DMs left and right to get more information about what's going on.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, Layla said in her comment section, she doesn't want to catch a case. That's why they can't share more information, which I'm assuming has to do with the fact that there's an ongoing domestic violence investigation with Taylor and Dakota.
I will say, I don't like the LOLs in these comments. She's like, I don't want to catch a case, like, LOL. I don't know if she wrote LOL in that comment. I don't remember where I saw where, like, I don't know if it was Miranda or Layla.
It was Miranda. She said, haha, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't think this is a laughing matter. Like, if you are very serious about the things that you are saying and, like, the things that you know, and if this is child abuse, there is no haha in this.
Yeah, I can understand that. I think I also had that same thought whenever I saw the comment, but I think it's more... It's not necessarily like
and I love Miranda.
Yeah, I don't think like them laughing at the situation. I think they're just wildly uncomfortable.
Yeah, that is true too.
I'm an LOLer when I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, I smile and so it's I laugh. So I get it. Yeah,
but I do think that it's gonna all unfold, I feel, this week, unfortunately. And Dakota and Taylor do have like a court hearing in April to figure out what happens.
The craziest part is that Taylor's still on probation.
Oh my God, I know. Till August.
Yeah.
So this could really affect her.
Yeah.
And oh my God. And I mean, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 5 is paused. And it was directly the moms who decided this, not production. Production don't give a fuck.
Production would have kept filming.
Production don't give a fuck. They set this relationship, a center stage for the show. Please. Like, production, people are like, oh no, production. No, production does not give a fuck. They will turn a blind eye to anything. Yeah. Like, let's be serious now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that they're the sole issue of the situation here.
No. But they should have never made Dakota part of the cast.
I agree. And I said this, like, before any of this came out. Dakota should have never been full cast. It should have never happened. Yeah. He should have been able to join the cast at times when him and Taylor were dating. Anything else should have been taken off the show because now you're creating more spaces for them to continue their toxic cycle. Yeah. And, like, people are like, oh, well, the guys invited him to LA. Production flew him out. Please, like, let's use our brains.
Yeah.
You know? And of course, I'm sure his friendship with Jordan helped that too. But like, it's not solely like them inviting him. Like,
I know. And talking about Jordan before, we end the pod, he, just like had to like put his little input in there and file for divorce when all of this was going on between Taylor, Frankie Paul, and Dakota.
Exactly. And I truly believe that there is a reason for that, because you don't bury news like that unless something's coming out.
Yeah. And Chase and Mason's sister, is it Asia?
Yeah, but he already debunked it. He already said
it's not true. Well, so allegedly she said that he was going to jail.
I know.
He said it wasn't true, but I was hoping it was a little true.
Yeah. I'm sure something will come out.
Well, yeah, I think that you think that maybe they were just trying to bury the divorce because they didn't want it to get so much attention. That's a lie. Jordan loves attention. He fucking is the leader of Dad Talk.
I think that he did it for power.
Yeah. Absolutely. How is it that Jesse's been wanting to get a divorce for this long and you're the one to fucking file?
I think he wanted to beat her to the divorce.
He's a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Jesse girl, I don't know if you listen to the pod, but go live your best single life. And you know what? If you want to go fuck Marciano, go fuck Marciano.
Yes, I want Jesse to fuck Marciano. Like, not because I think that Marciano's a great guy, but I think that Jesse needs to fuck him and then put it all over the social media. Not them fucking, but the fact that they did it.
Enjoy your life. I feel like Jordan sucks the life out of Jesse. And he sucks the life out of Jesse, and Jesse just deserves so much better. Like, and she's like a badass. Jesse is a business owner. Like, she's just like a baddie to me that I'm like, no, you deserve so much better than this. And if for the time being you want to be in like a situationship with Marciano, go ahead, baby girl. And then if you want to find yourself a future husband, that's fine. But let go of Jordan. Well, not even let go, because you've been let go.
Yeah. And on top of that, when they were at that dinner for their 5-year anniversary, she looked like she wanted to crawl into her food. Yeah. Jesse was sitting there and he was bringing up renewing their vows. And she was like, for what? What are we going to renew our vows for? Yeah. Like, we hate each other. Like, enough. Like, you can tell she didn't even want to be there because she didn't even do her hair. That's how you know a bitch is done.
And she's a hairdresser.
Literally. And I just feel like Jessie, like, I know she cheated. Okay? I know that was probably messed up on her part. But you know what? He's messed up and he did a lot of things too. So, like,
apparently he was like hiring
escorts.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
Like, nothing puts me, like, I don't put anything past Jordan because he's a little weasel ass rat. Like,
the leader of Dad Talk.
The leader of Dad Talk is actually crazy. And honestly, production, fuck you for infiltrating the show with Dad Talk. Allowing Dakota and Jordan to be on the show as much as you did gave them the fucking power to think that they were better than the girls. Yeah. Not saying that whatever Taylor did wasn't horrible, because it was. But these were my thoughts before any of this came out.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Anyway, lastly, we need to talk about one last thing. So we had heard... or not even heard. I saw online that obviously Shania, Miranda's ex-best friend now, had gone on a date with Chase after the whole Dakota situation. What a great way to repay your best friend. Going on a date with her ex or soon-to-be ex-husband. Crazy, okay? They went on a date. People said they made out or they were on a date. Well, it turns out that he had a threesome with Shania and Julie Tice, which is this other girl who's on reality TV. Like, I'm sorry. You can have a threesome. You can fuck whoever you want. But to do that to the mother of your children with her best friend, and Shania doing that to your best friend of 10 years, you're a dirty ass bitch, and so is he. Yeah. Like, crazy. Yeah. Raggedy bitches galore. Yeah. I truly find that to be insane. And Miranda, I don't know her personally, but she's like so calm, cool, and collected. She's such a baddie. She seems like she's so forgiving, and I almost feel like that's why they can do it. Yeah. Because they feel like she's not going to care that much.
She doesn't react, really. Or at least maybe she's learned not to react. Maybe so many of the things that she's been put through in her life, she just has learned to not react.
Like, to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Which is so
poor
sad.
Miranda. Damn. She can't fucking catch a break.
Is there only 2 dicks in Utah?
Yeah.
Like, you cannot tell me that these women don't have a plethora of options.
Yeah.
Like, Shania's not an ugly girl. She's a dumb bitch, but she's not ugly. Yeah. If you really wanted to nut so fucking bad, you could have found a stranger off the street to fuck you. But you did it with your friend's ex. Weird ass behavior.
And Miranda wrote on your video and said, oh, it gets like so much worse or something like that.
Yeah. And then apparently, I guess she didn't know about the threesome. I don't know if she knew about the threesome, but I think she knew that they fucked because somebody posted about the threesome, and in the comments she wrote, "I'm tired." Like, I don't even think she knew about it.
That's so disappointing. And honestly, this should just be like the cherry on top of us to like why people should stop saying that Miranda and Chase need to get back together, because this man is actually the worst. I'm sorry, Chase, like I agree with you politically and you're funny sometimes. However, you're still a man.
Yeah.
You're still a man.
I swear. It's like, and the thing is, like, he goes on TikTok and like he'll like comment a bunch of stuff about like fumbling Miranda and like, you know, wanting her back, like jokingly. I know it's not for real, but like you're using her name for clout.
Yes.
When you're doing your side shit, all weird and dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy. And honestly, like Miranda, like there's a amazing, gorgeous man out there.
She's gorgeous.
Literally. Miranda's a whole package that's gonna sweep her off her feet and treat her like a princess. And I can't wait to see that part for her.
Me too.
And it will not be Chase. And even if it's not, you know, a man, it's just her living her life. I wish the best for her because like I actually would combust if my best friend did that to me.
No, literally, I feel like even with everything in the swinging scandal, like Miranda has been through so much.
Yes.
Like can we give this girl a break, please?
Yes. And like Miranda was also like heavily fucked over with the swinging scandal. Not saying that Taylor fucked over by sharing, but like sharing in general just gave a lot of backlash to the women.
Yeah.
And not mom talk in general. Even though Whitney in the beginning was like, we got so much shit. Miranda got so much shit.
Because we have to remember, I feel like sometimes we forget. The mom talk you see now
is not mom
talk. Let's be real now. Mom talk was Taylor, Frankie, Paul, Miranda,
and Camille.
I'm gonna need the girls to chill out. Y'all were mom talk, but y'all were not the main mom talk. Yeah. Sometimes it really upsets me, especially when they were trying to get Miranda, like, should Miranda be in mom talk?
Miranda is mom talk.
Miranda is mom talk. You guys were not mom talk.
Yeah.
Like, y'all were like mom talk adjacent. Like,
they were like 2.0.
Yeah. Like, remember where you came from, essentially. Like,
yeah, when they were like not letting Miranda back in, I was like,
Miranda is mom talk.
It was Taylor, Miranda, Camille, and then it was like Whitney, Macy, and Michaela, like later.
Yeah, it was just like, it's really frustrating to see that they made like this whole like mom talk thing. Okay, that's valid. You guys were also part of mom talk, but original was not you. You're not the OG.
Yeah, no.
None of y'all are except for Taylor and Miranda in that show.
I think that because Camille and Miranda didn't sign on to the original season, they had to like, you know, they had to like Jesse and Jen did not get hired to be on the show till after the assault. Like they were not originally cast.
Really?
Yeah, so Jen and Jesse like were not a part of any of that originally.
See?
Like I feel like people don't realize that.
Yeah.
But you guys, it's been a week. I'm sure we're going to update you guys next week with so much more stuff. But like at the end of the day, I feel like these very serious matters are not necessarily like a team who and team what. Like it's like just like a lot of sadness for the children.
Yeah.
Truly. But thank you guys so much for listening. We love you guys a lot. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.